Hi guys, welcome to Anniewood. We have a very amazing, very fun episode. I tried to use the wheel, but we didn't even get to it because I had one of my dear friends in comedy, Jimmy Norton, is here. We had just a great chat. It was so fun. So you're going to want to stick around for that. Also, if you want the extended, uncensored version, go to patreon.com/Annie Lederman, and it'll all be there. And then, as you know, I am a comedian. I love touring. I cannot wait to see you. I'm so glad Jim's not here. He was going to sit here, and I'm so glad he's not watching me read my dates. But rumor has it, I'll be at Rumors Restaurant and Comedy Club in Winnipeg, Canada, this weekend, February 5th through 7th. Actually tonight too. Then February 13th and 14th, come spend Valentine's Day with me in New Westminster, Canada, at Rick Bronson's House of Comedy. And then you can see me at the Comedy Store here February 17th for the next Anniewood and Friends. The lineup is coming together and it is huge, so get your tickets. I'm going to be doing the cruise with the Workaholics, and this is Important Podcast. February 22nd, we leave from Tampa. Then March 6th through March 7th, I'm going to be in St. Louis, Missouri. I have one show March 14th in Modesto, California at the State Theater. I'll be in Edmonton at the Comic Strip, April 24th through 25th, Stamford, Connecticut, May 1st through May 2nd, and Rochester, New York, September 11th through September 12th. You can celebrate that holiday with me. Guys, enjoy the episode, and please come out and see the shows. It's been so fun. I love seeing you guys.
Welcome to Anniewood.
Guys, welcome to Anniewood. We have a special guest, special needs, Jim Norton. He's in from New York.
Don't you hate starting a show? I always hate the beginning of a show. Like, I hate when I'm on my own podcast. Hey, welcome. I never know how to do it after all these years.
Well, you just hope you hate the beginning, not the middle of it.
My show?
Yeah, you're just like...
I enjoy the whole thing.
I love your when you end. I love it.
Oh,
that's my favorite part of your show.
Yes.
Oh, no, just when it's over?
Yeah. We try to make that happen as fast as humanly possible. It's basically, hello, 4 ads, and I'm done.
I know in the end, it's like, I'm usually so like done talking by the end. So I'm just like, all right, guys, guess catch you next comment, comments.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, like button. Ugh.
Oh, I know. What this job has turned into is just wild.
I know, and how far behind I am. But I kind of knew that going in. Like, I knew when I stayed in radio for as long as I did that I was going to be clawing my way up a mud hill. But I'm like, so what? I was getting paid. I was paying my mortgage.
Yeah. No, you were making bank over there.
I was doing pretty well. So, I'm not an idiot. This is not a hobby. This is how I pay my bills.
I know. It is, as well. There's a lot of talking. A lot of talking. But again, it's not even that much. I mean, when O&A were doing what we were doing, at one point we were on K-Rock and Satellite. We were doing 25 hours a week. It was Monday through Friday, 6 to 11. So, I mean, it was an endless amount of talking. So podcasting is so easy. And then you guys, okay, because for me, my issue with podcasting is I love talking, and I think I was put on this earth to talk shit, but I can't say the things I'm saying off camera.
You can, though. I mean, the only thing you'd have, I mean, for us, we had a company. But advertisers, I mean, like people might pull out of your, or you have to beep a word because of Instagram. But who's going to come? What are they going to do to you? It's your podcast.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I don't want to talk the shit that I don't like the heat.
Some things you just don't want to destroy a relationship.
I don't like the heat. I'm like, because I think I kind of found that there's like, because I was always like watching you guys when I got into comedy. I was like so excited because of Tough Crowd and shit. So I was like, it's going to just be like talking shit at the cellar table and green room talking shit. It's a little less of that now. I don't know if it's that way in New York, but here it's a lot less.
It was always less here than there. I always noticed it was a little less. I think because out here everybody's so close to getting a show that the idea of just being called a hack in front of everybody else is just too humiliating. Nice character, shit dick.
And there is always like some sort of suit that like snuck into the green room here. You're always like, wait, why is someone that could make our careers in the back while we're talking shit?
Nobody wants to be deconstructed when they're out here and they listen to a club owner who said, just do a 7-minute set about being the limo driver guy and you'll get an ABC deal. And then someone goes, you fraud, you're not a limo driver, you did one limo ride.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be deconstructed. It's embarrassing. But in New York, we all kind of know we're just going to do stand up there. It's not that people in New York are more real. They're just less. sensitive to the penalties of that or to the possible things that can go wrong, which is why so many of us now are finished. That's why all the people out here that we criticize have $8 million homes, and we're circling the drain as we should be.
I mean, the amount of money you can make in comedy is so crazy, and the amount of money you cannot make in comedy is also crazy. I mean, it's just...
Oh, sorry. I said the amount of money you can watch your former openers making.
Yes.
Wow. If I have a headache, it's because of people's feet prints on the top of my head. Not that they used me, they just shot past me. They were very legit. They didn't do anything dishonest. They didn't use, there was nothing I could have done for them. They just were all funny and they're all doing better.
Well, I'm doing probably a little less than better than you.
You're doing great. What are you talking about? Everybody loves your podcast, your clips.
Everybody loves the clips.
Yeah. Doesn't translate into views.
Oh my God, you really love your clips. It is true though. You go, I'm really good friends with Tim, and I don't watch anyone's podcast really.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, we're like busy. We're busy. Yeah. We're not busy, but you do
It's not interested.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to see other people's things I do.
I don't care. Yeah.
But I watch his clips, and it's like, oh, you can tell. You must know when someone's just watching it. All they bring up is like the one thing you posted. The 2 minutes you posted.
I love your podcast, and then they mention a clip I put out, and I'm like, you saw the clip, which is great, but that doesn't help with the ads.
Yeah, we need the ad sales.
Yeah, Tim Dillon, you talking about?
Yeah,
it's funny. It annoys me how good he is and how great his brain is. It's always an interesting take, and it's always a take that he obviously cares about talking about, which is nice.
Yeah, no, I know, and it's like never. It's cartoonishly wild.
Yeah.
I mean, he just makes me so laugh. Did you see the thing when he dressed up like Barry White?
Of course. It was
oh, God. It's so, because I've like hung out with him in Barry White before, so it's so funny. Like, he just will go. It's just crazy.
The funny thing about Tim, too, is like, whenever we watch comedians, we're always like, oh, but I kind of want to do that. And there's nothing Tim does that I think that I would have thought of.
Exactly.
I would never have dressed up like a COVID spore.
Yeah, or he dressed up like
or
the
an Epstein house. Never.
House,
Yeah, but you can talk as much shit. Oh, that whole thing about me being on the Epstein list. I'm not gonna. Let's cut that.
I know you do get scared for some of your friends when all they release you. There's a couple people you're going, checking in.
No, but I knew
sending some texts, checking in.
There's big news about Nick DiPaolo, but I knew Nick he went for dinner. He wanted to meet Woody Allen. Like it was a dinner. It was like nothing, and I knew that years ago. It was like. People are making a big deal about certain people they shouldn't. It's like if I could have went to dinner, like right now, knowing what I know, I'd still go to Epstein's house to eat dinner with Woody Allen.
I'm jealous. I'm going to be honest. I'm jealous.
I love Woody Allen.
I'm like, I got molested by like a poor guy white guy with dreads. I'm like, I was in his like apartment. I'm like, I got to.
It really
you
is.
You got to go to an island. Also, I'm a performer. There was you got an audience? I didn't get an audience. I'm like, this sucks. I would have played to the crowd. I've been so funny. I would have squirted. There would have been like a Gallagher stitch.
It does suck. Sometimes when you look at whom you're like, oh, for Pete's sake.
I know. It's like no one good.
Guy's broke.
Well, because the good people knew I have a big mouth.
Yeah,
like,
yes,
I would have ended. That list would have been a lot quicker if I was on it.
This whole thing would have happened a long time ago if you were on it.
You know what? Honestly, I would stop the whole thing.
Yeah. It is crazy, the emails, though, when you read the emails. People are like, they knew and they hung out with them. Hey, look, it is what it is.
It's so funny, the where you're trying to tread.
No, I'm saying, like, I'm never shocked by it. Like, I'm never shocked by people's darker side or whatever. It doesn't surprise me at all. Like, I just don't believe, I almost never believe the public persona.
Right.
Because, again, I've known so many people who have done, not even illegal things, just how many school teachers present a certain way and then want to be spanked when you how many cops want to be pissed on or comedians.
You're a cop?
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's never like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, people, Democrats and Republicans try to pretend they're different.
No, I know. That's
so
the most
funny,
hilarious
all the same.
thing. I know. But then you see everyone's algorithms too, and the memes that are coming out on like each side are so funny. It'll just be like, only Democrats on one. Only like, guys, everyone it's a power thing. People in power abuse power. It's like not everyone, but a lot of them do. And that's why they want power. That's their motivation, is so they can abuse things. And they're going, what am I not allowed to do?
But a guy like Bill Gates, who I don't know if he was having sex with people. I've just heard that
they just had syphilis. All we know is they did.
Hey, look, he's a nerd. I mean, he didn't get into computers because he was slinging pussy. He got into computers because he was an awkward kind of half autist with shitty dry lips, bad eyesight, and then all of a sudden he's Russian models. Like,
yeah.
stupid ass. He probably goes, "Are you clean?" And they're like, "Yeah." Or he probably asked him after. That was always my AIDS test. You girl, I'm gonna go, "You're good, right?" And she's like, "Yeah."
You've been tested, right?
Yeah, cool.
Okay. You just have someone else them first, like wait 6 months. Are you okay?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, if they don't trip and bang their head, I know I'm okay.
Well, also with Bill Gates, this is what I was gonna say. With the part I heard where Trump was hooking up with Melania and he was coming out of the room after banging her and being like, "That's a hot piece of ass." I was like, that's actually kind of romantic.
Yeah.
I was like, I would love if Todd, if there was a story about the first time I hooked up with Todd, he kept coming out of the room and telling someone she's so hot.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And he could have gotten so many other this is Trump. He was on Epstein's Island. He could have gotten them all.
That's not as scandalous to him, Melania, and saying she's hot or a great piece of who cares?
That's the key part. Well, I'm a romantic, so I only look for the romantic parts of the
and it is
list.
hello. And you should actually feel that way. You're right about the person. No woman's ever walked out of a room after me and went, "Wow."
Oh, that cock is pristine.
Yeah, exactly. They've all been like, "All right, that doughy idiot didn't pay me as much as he said."
They're like, "It looks exactly like I thought it would." There's really no surprises.
Your dog is very sweet. I love your. Oh,
I'm so glad you're a dog guy because last time I had you and Nikki on, she was trying to talk you into getting a dog.
I know, we did get one, and their Yorkies are nice dogs, but they're just dunces. He pisses everywhere.
Yeah.
We just got the rug cleaned, $1,000, and he won't stop pissing on it. It's just infuriating.
Once they piss, it's in there.
Yeah, because it stays in there.
And then that's their spot. They're like, "Oh, this is where I pee."
Yeah, that little
He
fella.
did get his teeth brushed, so his pussy fish smell breath should be not as bad.
It's not as bad, but I'm used to it from my dog because he eats these fish snacks.
Oh, yeah, that's so disgusting.
Yeah. And he'll blow my wife and then come right over and lick my face. I'm going to put you down now just because. Oh, you little.
Randy, go get Patrick. Or you want to come up here? Come here. Come up here.
You little cute dog. He is very
I know.
sweet.
He just loves people.
Oh, careful.
He loves the coquino. He would be going nuts if Nikki was here.
I know. Plenty for all of us. Oh, you.
Now, how does it feel when you hear these stories about Joe DeRosa, getting a blowjob or giving a hand job to a trans girl? Do you feel like you crawled to the cock so he could run?
No, I felt like I ran so he could kneel.
We don't bring up Iran on this. We're not talking about the Middle East.
Oh yeah, it's he's
such a pussy. It's we know what you want now.
Oh, please.
Enough, Joe.
Yeah, just
we all know what you want.
You're gonna nosedive into a belly button sooner or later, Joe.
It's Joe, we know. And by the way, I saw him at Skankfest right after his first encounter that was public. His shoulders were up.
Yeah.
We thought this was structural. This was emotional.
Yeah.
His shoulders were up. He was loud and proud. It's Joe, we're happy for you.
Yeah.
I think the Kill Tony audience will be okay with it.
Yeah. I'm a big fan, so I'm always happy for anybody who's fun. It's always
Wait, you're a big fan of Joe, or you're a big fan of women
people
with
finding
nice
their thing, what they like. Excuse me. I can always tell. I was doing radio, and the one guy is the radio host told me yeah, our producer likes watching movies with trans girls, porn. He's like, yeah, because there's more tits in the room. I'm like, look,
we don't need.
Welcome to the area.
Yeah.
You're in the vestibule. You're not in the building yet, but you're on your way in. Don't pretend it's because you're a bunch of tits, guys. Gadoosh. Yeah. No, you're like a dick. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, you liked big pussy lips where you're starter.
I do. I still do.
Well, big. It's also that's testosterone too. So it's you just want to.
I like
You want a lady that just can kind of.
Like a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I do like a big vagina though. That's never changed. The ones that you're ashamed of, ladies, I'm your man. The ones that you hide behind a towel.
I remember going on the road with you, and you were like, I think you were doing a bit about. Yeah, you were like, if you have a good relationship with your father, I have no interest in talking to you.
And you'll have no interest in talking to me because I don't represent anything but former trauma being worked out. Nobody because I'm a nice guy.
But your parents are lovely, by the way.
Nice people.
And it's so funny that you came from these lovely people, this little monster.
Yeah, I know. It's always people always shocked when they meet my parents. They're very normal, nice, supportive people. My dad just texted me today, want to go see your show in Point Pleasant? I'm like, it's embarrassing sometimes the things I say.
I know.
On stage, and my parents are right there.
I feel like it's their fault too, in a way. With my parents, I'm like, you let me too loose.
Yeah.
Like what happens?
Yeah, you were like that John Walker kid who went over and joined the Taliban, undisciplined by mother and father.
Yes.
John Walker Lind, I think his name was, and then you went over and now you're
And
a
his
little.
parents were like, we support your choice to join the Taliban. No, mine was like, I was kind of like let out, like I had like a dog door, like a kid, like an animal. Like they're like, she'll come back when she's hungry.
Yeah, they just like kind of do it. What you wanted.
Look at this. Hottie.
oh yeah, John Walker Lind. Yeah.
Is he?
He joined the Taliban. He's just a little emotionally spoiled suburban brat.
I think I saw him on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah. Is he still in prison? Or is he out? I don't know if he actually killed anybody, if he just joined.
Now, do you think if you're like a closeted gay guy and you go to jail, are you kind of psyched?
I don't know. It depends on what kind of sex you like. If you're a top, probably not.
He's currently not in prison.
Oh, he did get out, yeah.
Oh, good for him.
He served 17 years? I remember when that happened. I can't believe I remember that whole thing when it went down, and he served 17 years. Wow.
17 years for joining the Taliban?
I guess so, yeah. For being,
maybe he got pardoned.
I don't, or he just served. He only got 20. I don't know if he actually was involved with killing it.
Yeah, I guess nobody does their full sentence unless they try to like escape jail.
Or unless they determine that you're not eligible for parole. You'll do your whole sentence if you're a piece of shit in jail.
Yeah.
I mean, usually, if it's federal, I think you got to do 85%, and I'm guessing that was federal, which is why 17 out of 20.
What a like little hot piece of ass for jail. Like they just sent this little kid in.
Yeah. Little waif like
21. Yeah, like a little
Fiona Apple body.
Yes, he's so dainty.
Yeah.
He looks like he listens to like emo music.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Oh, he might have a little Dave Matthews in there. Yeah, he's got a little. He kind of like swishes his feet around when he dances.
He lip syncs "Hey There, Delilah." You know.
Oh, he loves the Plain White Tees is his favorite band.
You ever want a Wikipedia, right? I remember that song. I went on a Wikipedia deep dive just to see who she really was. If they really, isn't it crazy how you can like learn everything about everyone? It's almost, it's kind of fun.
And what did you learn about?
Just that she was an athlete. They met once. He kind of fell for her. They never dated. She wouldn't date him. She did go to the Grammys with him one time when that song was nominated. He didn't win, but they never hooked up. They were just friends.
I mean, that is epic. But he made money off of being.
Oh yeah, you wrote a great song.
Friend zoned.
She's American steeplechase.
Let's see her.
She's very pretty, if I remember correctly. It's been 20 years ago, that song, but she's really cute.
Oh my God, and look at him.
Yeah.
Hey there, Delight. He looks like such a bigger dork now that I can see this.
Yeah, and the hairdo is it's very Beatles.
Well, you can just see he's bald. He's like trying to like do the comb over. I just feel bad for the guys, and there's one in the comedy community right now. I don't want to say his name, but it's like one gust of wind could just like ruin his career.
100%.
You're just like, oh,
Please
that
tell
is
me
like
after
really,
the show.
Yeah, it's a good one, but it's like just like it's really like it's tight.
It's
down.
barely holding on.
It's just like a lot of like you got to think like if you just either got plugs or just embraced what's going on, you'd have so much more time to write more jokes. You'd have to be like, there's so much anxiety and just like making sure it's.
There is something, comedians who think, like male comedians, even female comedians, being sexy on stage is a different emotion than being funny. Like, I don't want to see a guy with his, hey, thinking he's cute. Just be good. Because there's something about, doesn't mean you can't be good looking. There's guys that pull off being good looking, and there's plenty of attractive women. But the idea of wanting a sexual feeling from audiences is
weird.
It's hard to be funny with that. Like, I don't laugh when I'm turned on.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I want to somebody, I'm not like, but that was a good one.
I laugh.
What an acerbic barb. So I'm jacking off.
I laugh when you're turned on. I'm like, oh, look at the little guy. Look, he's so excited. Oh, look at him. He's about to get in the ass. It's so exciting.
I'm so out of like comedy drama. It really has to hit a certain level for me to be aware of it, because I have having lived in that world of just everybody knowing for so long. With radio, I just don't give a.
Yeah.
This one's mad at that one. I don't give a.
And then sometimes
so uninteresting.
Sometimes they're not. You just realize you're giving them like reality TV. It's like, and then there's this whole economy of people who make like videos making fun of comedy, and they're making like more money than the comedians at this point. So I think then now comics are seeing that, and they're like, oh, I can get all these views and stuff if I like jump into that. And then I'm like, we're supposed to be. This is what I was saying before. Like that's supposed to be happening in the green room for fun.
Yeah,
we're supposed to be teasing each other and around. And then now it's kind of becoming more serious because it's like public and affecting people.
And comedians, and there are comedians I've seen on different podcasts or clips here and there where they're starting to talk about like this comedian because they don't like his politics. And it's like, you, who cares? I don't care about the politics of any comedian. I don't give a shit. It's so not interesting to me.
Yeah.
As long as they're funny.
Right.
If you're funny, I don't care. I don't care if you like Trump. I don't care if you hate him. It's so not relevant to me.
Well, that's how I feel too with like my audience. And it's like, I'm just like, my audiences are so split. It's like, what am I going to like be
five
like?
on this side, 5 on that side. Big curtain.
So split. There's like a whole empty. It's like, there's nobody in the front. It's crazy.
I know.
Nobody, everyone's sitting over on the side.
I want to invest my money in people who make curtains for comedy clubs just for myself.
No, but it's like, I'd be like, it would just be how I feel like with this last election, I realized right before the election, there was a trans guy that stood up and got mad at me about a joke I did. And then ended up being like, well, it's not the joke. It's that people that like are transphobic are laughing at it. I'm like, are they? Or is it about transphobic people? Because I didn't think, I thought it was kind of like to make transphobic people feel less transphobic, the joke I was doing. But anyway, so that's what happened right before the election. And it was a cool interaction that I had with him. And it was just like a good, I was like, maybe I'll clip that out. Cause it was like, we got to the bottom of like what his issue was. And then, but he was chatting a lot. I was like, you are still a girl. Chat during my show. Not really doing much for the trans community right now, sir. But I was like, physically passable. Orally not.
But the chatting gives it away. Yeah.
But so then I was going to post it. And then when Trump won, I was like, I don't know. I don't want to like, let me just leave trans people alone right now. And then right after that, I did a show at Comics Roadhouse at the one at Mohegan Sun.
Okay.
And some guy, I said something about like, I was like, yeah, I just don't think Michelle Obama has a penis. This guy's like, go back to California, you lit. I was just like, oh, everything's so separate.
And it's all fake. This is what the thing is. It's all fraudulent. It's all make a pretend. It's a bunch of LARPing jizz buckets, wanting to have bigger purpose, wanting to virtue sing, want everybody wants to slow clap. Yeah. You. It's embarrassing and it's fake. It's all attachment to bigger issues because everybody wants to go in for the big cultural victory and be a part of it. It's just nauseating.
Yeah, and it's just also like I'm just like, dude, you shouldn't be this emotional over me saying, because I was like, I think it's funny if you think she has a dick. I just don't think.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't you think it's funny that that's what we're torn on? It's like a funny thing for people to be upset about.
But they all get mad. Like I'm doing a bit on the Candace Owens lawsuit because Bridget Macron and Emmanuel Macron are suing Candace over claims that she's a man. And it's, kind of graphic. And
what if we find out Candace is a man? She's been fake pregnant this whole time?
I would be like, I knew there was something about her.
Like, been so attracted to her.
I knew there was something. I knew she was cute. She's a very good broad. I don't watch anybody's shit, but I'm watching the documentary now because I'm doing the bit on it. So I'm like, I should watch it and just see.
Oh, she's good.
And I'm in episode 4 or 5. And so far, I've seen nothing that convinced me. It's all like, well, the pictures of her, Brigitte, and I definitely see the picture. She looks like Kevin Bacon dressed like a woman for Halloween.
Yeah, like a delicious Kevin Bacon.
She's not the most feminine gal.
No, she isn't. Yeah, she's a little rough.
She's a little rough. But I
She's got a little stubble.
Yeah. So and she does look like her brother, but I look more like they're saying, well, her kids look like the brother, but I look more like my nephew than his father does. Believe me, there's no reason for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, he looks just like me, and he doesn't look as much like his dad.
Poor thing.
So I know. Well, you should see his father. He had his face ripped off by a chimp in Connecticut. Everyone thought that was a woman. It was him. But it was, so far I'm like, I'm not convinced, and I'm like, if you're getting sued for defamation, it's a lot of weird shit with the Macrons, and I definitely see the interest in like, wow, what a strange family and weird connections, and his mother worked with trans people and helping them get new identities. But so far, nothing that says to me like, yes, she used to have a cock and now she doesn't.
Right.
And those pregnancies, just lack of photographic evidence of her being pregnant isn't enough. So I mean, I just want to see how this lawsuit plays out.
That is a big one that everyone always has with all the people that they're accusing of this. They're like, well, we never saw them pregnant. I'm like, it's never even occurred to me to search someone's
pregnancy photos.
I'm sure it's probably occurred to you.
It sure has. If I ever see it, you're out. You're out, Tom. Maybe I could help.
A biological woman get the out of
fucking
here.
hit the bricks, sister. I look at their credit cards for Tampax receipts.
This is how bad you don't want to get a girl knocked up.
Yeah,
You've developed
absolutely.
this whole fetish around it.
Yeah. I just hate kids. It's not that I'm half gay. I just hate kids.
Well, you already have a nephew that looks like you. What else do you need?
Exactly. That's enough. And I have a dog, and I have 2 nephews, and one really looks like me. The other one does. But I'm so fascinated with any litigation just because I got sued. So it's fun to watch how these
What
things.
did you get sued for?
Oh, yeah. It's just that a lawyer sued me for defamation. I've told the story before. I was shitting on him. He was a guy's
Now,
rights.
with you, I have to ask, were you actually shitting on him?
No, that's a great question, though. Fair enough. Chests were clean in this scenario. No chests or faces were injured in the making of this great story. No, there was he was a guy. He had pushed back he was against ladies' nights because he said they were excluded. He was doing all this stuff which was anti-woke before woke was the thing. So let's interview this guy. So whatever, he came on the radio show. And then we realized, oh, you're just the guy who sues women. It became more this is not a bigger picture thing. You're just this incel douchebag.
And then he was like, I'll show you. I only sue women. I also sue guys that like women with cocks.
That was exactly what he did. And he sued me for defamation for $500,000. And it's a long process. And I learned so much about what is defamation, what is not.
Right. And so you're looking at it and you're going, uh-oh.
I'm just fascinated with these types of things because we both just walked away from. He was a maniac, though. He was a lunatic.
Well, people that are litigious are quite scary to me.
He was a lawyer, so he didn't pay legal fees. He would file all this sloppy paperwork.
Just to with you, basically.
He was a serial litigant, and during the pandemic, he wound up going to some judge's house and shooting her son. He was trying to kill her, and he wound up killing the son, and then he shot himself because he had stage 4 cancer. So he was a legit whack job, and he was a real piece of shit. But anyway, that's you always gotta. It also taught me you never know who you're dealing with when you're talking to they are legit.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm interested to see what happens with this Candace lawsuit.
Right.
I paid attention to the Alex Jones one only because it's defamation, and so many people don't know, even if they're broadcasters, what you can get sued for. They think I could say it, and it's no, it's defamatory.
You're taking away from their career or whatever.
You have to prove that it's somehow a reckless disregard for the truth, or you're knowingly spreading a lie, and they have to prove damages. But it is possible to do, and having been sued for it and seeing how it can be done wrong, I'm just very interested in it. So we'll see what happens.
What was the thing you learned most from that lawsuit?
You learn about how hard it is because my lawyers just wanted me to go, just file a motion to dismiss. And then he kept changing his complaint. He said that we were sending him anthrax. So I learned how involved it is.
No, we were sending you an Anthony fax. It was from Anthony Cumia. It was a fax.
Yeah, it was a music CD.
What are you talking about?
But I also learned how it can drag out through the courts and how expensive it can be.
Yes, and that's what a lot of times I feel what they're doing, right? They're just trying to drain your pocket.
A lot of times they are. They want you to settle. So because there's this whole thing is, what are they going to do? Sue me? I can say it. That's what people say. And then you realize when it really happens, you have to file a response. You have to pay your attorneys for a response. They file something out, or they make they amend the complaint. You have to refile, go for a motion for summary judgment. All this shit is expensive. So I think I learned how it can be dragged out and how every step is a real life thing. It's not this whole fantasy of, go ahead, sue me. When they do, you have to answer all the interrogatory questions. You have to do all this shit. You realize it's a real thing with a real process that costs real money.
Did you go to court at all?
No, it cost $140,000 to litigate. And what happened was my attorney went to court after 9 months, and he started reading the things I said to him on the air, and other lawyers were laughing. And the other lawyer, Roy, realized that the judge was against him immediately. And then when he realized we were going to countersue for legal fees, he goes, "Oh, Your Honor, we could settle this right here."
Right.
He just realized I might get, because you never know. So we both just walked away, no harm, no foul kind of thing.
Because the judges could just like you and just lean towards you, right? Yeah.
It's hard to get attorney's fees, which it shouldn't be.
Yeah, especially if you end up getting vindicated.
Yeah, but you have to prove that it was a really frivolous thing.
Yeah.
Which we may or may not have been able to do. So judges don't like to award that in New York, but whatever. It was really interesting to see that side of the law. And I hated it, but I learned a lot from it. And I got insurance. I've had insurance ever since for shit like that.
I want to sue. Someone spread a rumor that I Jeff Singer to get into Montreal, and I want to sue them because now it's given so much hope to like men with fedoras that they could have sex with me. And I did the unwrapped version too. It's like I didn't even get to do the good new faces.
Right.
I'd like pay for my own plane. I'm like, you think I'm like this lousy lay that just like I dead fished him to get into the shitty version of the Montreal Comedy Festival?
I jerked him off into my hand, but that was done in the tough crowd days when he was
I jerked
booking
him
tough
off when
crowd.
my mouth was open. I caught it.
He bad lieutenanted me against the car. Show me how you riff on tough crowd.
He actually, he Lieutenant Dan'd me where he sat in a wheelchair and I had to. He sat on his knees too. He sat on his legs until his knees went numb.
Yeah, I love Jeff. I know him for so long. I remember him from the tough crowd days, and Luna Lounge days.
Was he booking Tough Crowd?
Yeah. He was.
What is he doing?
I don't know. He is doing something, and someone told me what it was, and I forgot. I don't remember. Like,
Jeff, if you want to just throw out a tweet that I never banged you, that would be awesome. No, I mean that's a rumor where you're kind of like, oh, yeah. For him, he's probably like,
but who believes that? I never believed
everyone believed it, and it is a rumor that has followed my career where new comics come in and then they have to be told that was made up too.
I didn't know. I don't think I've ever heard that.
I know. Well, it's lower people know about it. Not successful people have never heard of it.
Successful? You should see my ticket counts. I should have started the rumor as bad as I'm doing.
Well, I wish I could help you here on this podcast, but no, it is weird that it's like, because I like getting into comedy was like, it's going to be so fun, bust balls. I'm like, I just want to be like a road dog, and now I'm a road dog, and I'm going, I'd like to be in one of the private jets. I didn't know that was an option.
Yes, I know. There's so many ways to watch people become. Like our business has such a leap, and there's really not a linear path to it. Like there can be, but it's not like the old days where, oh yeah, this guy likes you, you get the show 4 years later, syndication. It's just it's kind of random now. But the people that are making it, most of them are really good. Like the guys I see doing arenas, they're all funny. Like none of them suck.
Well, you have to be good, like too, because if you think about, and I always ask people, anyone that's like, oh yeah, I just saw Shane or whoever at an arena, and I was like, what was the experience of seeing a comic at an arena? Like, they all have fun? Because I think it feels like such a crazy big event.
It's a happening. It's an event. Yeah.
I'm like, in my head, I'm like, wouldn't that suck to go see a comic in an arena? And you're like, they're like a little thing. I think they like the event of it.
I went and saw Russell Peters once just because we were friends for a long time. I'd never done it. And when I was up in Boston in 2007, I think Dane shot in the TD Arena. He did 2 shows in the round, and we were up there with Opie and Anthony broadcasting. So they invited me to one of the shows, and I'd never done it. And I'm like, I like Dane. I'm going to go see it. And I watched him shoot the special, and I'm like, yeah, he belongs in this room. Mm-hmm. Like when you watched how good he was, people would shit on him, but then you'd see him. It was a stool and him, and that's it, and he murdered.
He was
for an hour,
murdering the pussy of that stool. He was the shit out of that fucking.
There were a bunch of little stools back there, but he absolutely crushed, and it was like he did it with no bells and whistles. Yeah. It was just his energy was great, and you looked at it, you're like, he belongs. He was bigger than the room. He wasn't like one of those guys who just kind of stands there.
Like, oops, I accidentally got into it.
You know what I mean? Ironic, dry shit that loses the back row. I mean, everybody had a good time. So
I like you, Stephen Wright. I don't know why he's talking shit on you.
I do like Stephen Wright. No,
everyone likes him.
For the record.
For the record, I would never.
Every time I see him, I lick his fingers.
Stephen Wright of things, if you know what I mean.
He was doing, Stephen Wright's so amazing because he did The Tonight Show, I think, after 10 months of doing stand-up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And when you look back at the old material, it was great. Like, it's still funny. I watch a lot of those old clips. I'm obsessed with Joan Rivers. I think she's the most underrated of everyone.
It's absolutely unbelievable.
She was the most underrated. I think she's top 5. People always put the top 5. Obviously, Pryor and Carlin. And there's some other great, great comedians. But I put her, she was a machine.
It was everything that came out of her mouth was a joke.
Everything was funny. And so her clips come on my algorithm a lot, which I love. And Rodney on the Tonight Show. It was just joke.
I know.
None of the boring, and what we need to do,
stop.
At least be funny with it. I mean, Carlin was political. At least he was funny. Right. Be political. I don't care where you stand. Well, be funny. Sorry.
I think the hard part is like for people, they were talking about Trey Parker and
Matt Stone. Yeah.
Matt Stone. We're talking about how, because people were criticizing them that South Park's become so political. And they're like, we talk about like pop culture, and now pop culture is politics. So it's a tough spot because I don't want to talking about politics. I don't want to make a room weird, or I'm here to like entertain you guys, make you have a good time. So,
and it's funny when South Park does it. Like, I don't care what their politics are. It's degrading, and it's brutal and funny. Like, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
That's why I like doing Gutfeld, because there's some really mean jokes on Gutfeld. Like, I don't care about the politics, zero. But I watch the monologue sometimes and I'm sitting there, and he made me laugh so hard that I had tears coming down my face.
Yeah.
I wasn't even on camera. It wasn't for the. It was it was a joke about The View. He always likes to go after The View. And the fact that they're a little heavy. And Mom Donnie was on. And
we're not viewing the scale, are we? We're not looking down, are we?
He said apparently Muslims don't mind talking to pork, which and I laughed so hard I had a tear coming out my face. I'm like, what a purely hilarious, mean joke.
I know, and I think that's why we get along. And I'm like, I am like, it's almost like I'm mourning the mean. It's like not that mean anymore. But then it's almost more mean because people really hate each other.
They're vicious.
Like, even we were talking about a comic before, which we're editing out, but I want to be clear. It's not that I don't like. There's no one I don't like. It's like, this is like fun. This is like supposed to be fun.
I mean, I still see Colin and Keith all the time at the Comedy Cellar. Nick moved. He's down south now, and Bobby is doing what he does, and Voss is not in as much. But I mean, obviously, Geraldo and Patrice are dead, but like that tough crowd, I still see Colin and Keith all the time and still attack each other, make fun of Keith's stroke. I mean, nothing is saying, we're the same guys we've always been. It's the same relationship with Keith and Colin that I've had for 30 years. And it feels, I don't ever worry I'm going to joke with them and it's going to be mean for them, or Keith might, or Colin might.
Right.
They don't give a.
You find people that it's like the same, not to like sound like a dork, but like it's like a love language. It is. It's like, and my dad was mean, like my dad would be like me. That's how we joked and we're mean, and it was funny.
They're my friends, and that we understand each other, and there's never, when you have that comfort level with people, you never have to go, hey man, just they get
joking,
it. They get it.
I know.
I mean, I can't say anything nice to Keith Robinson.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yes.
Shut up. It's never pleasant. I've made the mistake. I was going from the cellar around the corner of the Village Underground, and I'm like, all right, I mean, I'm gonna back up. Just go. And he means it. But it makes me feel so good to still have people who are, because you watch, like when you're in cabs and you see late night TV show clips. Everything is an over-the-top laugh. It's an exciting celebrity story. So we went scuba diving. Oh, my God, what happened? Yeah. It's never funny. I don't give a watch old Carson clips. They were just interesting conversations. There was funny moments, but he interviewed, who was Star 80, Dorothy Stratton. And she was a tough interview because she was shy, and he made it interesting. And it wasn't over-the-top hilarious. He just had a great conversation with somebody who you didn't hear having those.
Right.
I hate this fake. It's not
it's
real.
Been like produced by like
corny.
5 people, and
I'm not saying I just need long, droning, dull chats either. Like,
I thought you said pussy lips.
No, I like
long droning pussy lips.
I do like long, droning pussy lips, drooping embarrassments, basset hound hit by a truck.
I think it's ball sack. I think it's the baby's ball sack. So that's what it is. It turns into a pussy lip.
It might be, yeah. Is that the part of it?
I think you might just be full gay is really what we're learning.
No, because the idea of male energy turns me off so much. Like, it's the idea of holding, like, you have...
Well, we can tell, obviously.
I mean, I really shouldn't have said that while sitting like this. By the way, my hands are like this. Clasped this, I'm reading
I know. Am I the most masculine person you've ever been around?
Yes, you really are. But look at me. See, you're right. I shouldn't have said that. My energy.
Dainty Jim.
But no, I don't like when I talk about whether my sex life or trans, people think like this guy's like, you're gay. Like, I would tell you at this point, it's not straight. If you have a dick in your face, you're not straight. Yeah. I hate to keep saying that. Hate to break the news, folks, but your gender studies professor is a idiot. You're not straight if you're a guy and there's a dick in your face. Just stop it. You sound stupid. But the idea of being a homosexual is just not. And again, gay guys I envy because it's 100%. But with me, the idea of holding hands with a guy, however weird that sounds to people, it does nothing for me. Like my male friends, I am, believe me, as repulsed at the idea of sex with them
as
they
am.
are. Yeah, as you are. Yes, that
There's
is
so much in common.
Neither one of us wants to blow Voss.
We also have that in common with Bonnie.
Yeah, but it's some guys are like, oh, just keep it away from me. Of course. Hey, what do you think? I'm looking at you like you stop it. I'm not interested.
Also, that it's so cocky of them to be like, "What are you trying to me? Get out, grow up."
What do you think? You're not a dreamboat, for lack of a better expression, in 2026. I still maybe that's why I'm falling down the drain. I still think dreamboat is what the kids are saying.
Falling down the drain is actually so funny. I can imagine you being like shrunk down in like a Dennis Quaid. And just falling down a drain. You probably like it. You probably get such a boner.
I probably would see what's coming down.
If you got shrunk so little and you just got shoved down a...
Yeah, and all this piss coming down the drain. I would hate the soap in my eyes, but...
I left my lanyard. We were doing shows in Montreal, and I left my lanyard. And I found it later, pissed on in the toilet by Jim.
Yeah. Didn't I send you a picture?
Yeah.
I made a tinkle on your lanyard. I was so happy to do that. Which was your passport.
It's hard to explain.
I know. My friend, he was kidding.
Did you remember Opie and Anthony?
Yeah, exactly.
Patrice,
Pissing. I pissed in Louis' oatmeal once on the air. I forgot about that.
And you didn't know, like he walked out.
I didn't let him drink it. He walked out. Or I might have just taken it while he was talking and walked to the side of the room and just started pissing in his oatmeal. And somebody reminded me of that, and I was very proud that I did that. No, I wouldn't have let him eat it. I mean, I'm not that up.
For free.
No, I hate it myself.
I wasn't going to give it away.
Yeah. Piss is always fun.
I have some fan questions.
Sure.
So there's like one or two.
Yeah. More than I expected.
No, I posted it like, it is actually so embarrassing when you're like, ask me anything, but you do it too late before the show. And you're like, well, we have three. And one is, how big are your feet? And the other was, can I have a picture of your feet? Well, there's not much. I mean, these Epstein files are crazy. My whole algorithm is just people reading the Epstein files. They are nuts. Yeah.
It is interesting, though, to see these emails, like especially like a poor Prince Andrew. I mean, another embarrassing picture of him kneeling over. I mean, he just stepped in it.
They're just a lot of dorks, too. It's like a lot of the guys are just such nerds.
Yeah.
It's like, oh. But yeah, it's actually so wild. I can't believe some of the stuff that I'm seeing.
Yeah, just the way people like Fergie, what a naughty girl she is.
I didn't see the Fergie one. What did they say?
Yeah, she loved Epstein and she didn't care. She just,
really?
Yeah, she's a dirty. Wasn't it her who Andrew was sucking her toes? Remember that scandal years ago? There's a picture of him sucking her toes at a pool.
Of Fergie's?
It wasn't that Sarah Ferguson? I thought so.
Oh, Sarah Ferguson. I thought you were talking about Fergie,
the singer
who pissed her pants on stage. I was like, maybe this is one.
No. I love her for that. But
I know. I was going to say.
Yeah, Sarah
Jim
Ferguson.
Norton moment.
Sarah Ferguson's a...
She was trying to get backstage at a show for that
naughty.
one, huh?
I've had that happen, too. I did a big show in Philly. That's how I got my manager, and he came to see me. It was at the Tower Theater, and somebody was in my green room, and they straddled the table and pissed, like, on the floor, on the table, or on somebody else. It was a wild scene.
And you were so happy.
That's 2002, yeah, the good old days.
They signed you immediately.
Yeah.
That's
now
how
somebody would just
you?
take a shit and then make a political statement. This is Trump's economy. All right, we just have fun.
It is crazy. We can't just have fun. But I was in Minneapolis the other day, and that was pretty rough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I did the Mall of America. I think Bloomington, Minnesota. I'm like, I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, oh, I'm in the Civil War movement here?
Yeah.
Okay. It was tense times.
Yeah, I was in Minneapolis, and people just started hugging me because they thought I was that woman that was shot in the SUV. Too soon! Shut up.
Well, we know you're not ice by your body. No one's worried. They're not worried about you either, Patrick. Not to be, no offense. If somebody keeps you bringing ice, it means you've been working out, honestly.
And I don't look like I work out, but I really do have a vigorous workout schedule, which is why this is just so inexplicable.
Well, when I was on the road with you, you were eating only like boiled chicken, which I always thought was funny because you look like a boiled chicken. And then, and just like steamed vegetables. I don't think I saw you put butter on a piece of bread. And I remember just eating all the bread, and I'm with you and Kenny, and just both of you looking at me and not judging or anything, but I think we had gone to work out. And one of you said, I can't remember which one, was like, I try to not waste the workout. I'm like, well,
It wasn't me. I would never say anything like that. It's
I
probably
know
Kenny.
it's Kenny.
No, but I believe it or not, I got put a lot of weight on. I'm just started back on my diet. Like I'm finally eating right again. But it was long. Was
it just like being married and
Yeah, not doing the sexual shit that I used to do. That's a dopamine hit. It's like you're on the road all the time. You're strangers, and like it was great, but it's like your energy and all your high is coming from that. And then I stopped doing that, and I'll watch porn, but it's like it's not the same. So food is the other. So I blew up, and I'm like finally starting. I'm like 3 weeks into it now. I got to get.
I know
back.
you just have to make the choice. It's so annoying.
It sucks.
So
yeah, it sucks.
And you're too old to do Ozempic. You'll look sick.
What's that?
You're too old to do Ozempic. You'll look sick.
I don't want to do Ozempic. I don't need to do Ozempic. My doctor goes, "You want to go on that?" I'm like, "No."
I know.
Work out and eat right. I know how to do it. It's not hard.
I know everybody knows how to do it. But it's just like so. Then all of a sudden you're like, oh, do nothing. And
But I don't want to do that and then have my shitty habits be the same and then look like I'm gaunt. Like
you never. No one like looks. When someone loses weight the right way and they get like you start seeing their muscle down, it's like so impressive. But when people do lose the weight on Ozempic, you're kind of like, all right, you're looking a little.
Yeah, look, it looks unhealthy sometimes.
It's just not, and you didn't earn it that much. But I'm happy for anyone ever that can do it. All right, here we go. Sorry, this is very difficult for me. Is cum better than pizza?
No, but they're not mutually exclusive. If you have pizza and you have two balls, why wouldn't you combine them into one delicious snack? Cum is not a pleasurable beverage. Everybody knows that.
I had I should have taken a video of it. I almost said, but a shower gel in my hotel recently that was so cummy where I was like, it was squirted out so cummy. I was like, guys, come on, this is too much. It's too cummy. I'm supposed to be dirty when I see something like this, not clean. What comedian did you want to trade lives with? I don't know why they said did. Guess your career's over.
No, that's a great question. Robin Williams, but only in that last moment. Richard Jenny.
Do you think he just meant to do one cut and then he just shook?
Brody Stevens, all
Brody.
of them. I envy.
Soto.
I envy their ability to commit.
How good was Richard Jenny?
Great. Richard Jenny was great. I was just talking about him to somebody who hadn't heard of. She was a younger comic. We were just on the road, and she wasn't familiar with him. And I'm like, he was so great. He was a technician. His joke writing was amazing. He could dissect a subject. I think when I worked with him, it was Kevorkian he was talking about. And he broke it down into such a beautiful, hilarious.
And then he himself, but he was talking about Kevorkian?
No, it's because we worked together, and somebody said, you guys were great. And being mentioned in the same breath. No, he shot himself in his shower, I think. Or he was.
That was nice of him to do it in the shower.
It really was.
That actually is so sweet.
I would do it over the rug.
Yes, yeah. Right over where the dog pissed.
Make that bitch clean it up.
Then your dog comes up, pisses right over the same spot. It's perfect.
Yeah, Jenny was a great comic.
Oh, I do love the mean comedy. My favorite joke is the Nick DiPaolo joke where he's like, I'm going to butcher it a little bit, where he's like, my wife is spending all my money. Like I came home and she had a $500 rug. I go, why is the rug $500? She goes, oh, because it's soundproof. And he goes, oh, I hope it's, he goes, oh, it's soundproof. So that's great. So the neighbors won't hear me stabbing you to death on it. He goes, I hope it's waterproof too. So when I throw you in the river.
Nick, there's really no joke writers that are better than Nick DiPaolo.
It's so funny. Even when he was like doing all his Hillary stuff, and he's like, I hope she gets a lump. It's like so mean. It's just so mean that it's so funny.
And his jokes are perfectly fat-free. Like it literally is the perfect amount of words. They're vicious. They're funny. Like he's such a great joke writer. It's crazy.
All right, so this is probably the hackiest of all of the questions, but I want to hear it too.
I always liked making people laugh. And I felt...
That's unfortunate with how it's going.
No, you're not wrong. I should say I've always enjoyed making person laugh. If you want to go by counts.
I love having fan. What's the best memory you have with Patrice O'Neill?
I would say throwing a rose on that. Like, finally, no more of you talking about Platoon. Going to, there's so many, but we've had a couple of those really crazy laughs. Like, there's a famous clip of him that goes around where we were on Opie and Anthony, and he was laughing at this guy. You can't see the guy's penis, but his name was Bobo, and I would talk about something sexy with him and his penis would get erect, and then we would talk about the Mets and his dick would go soft. It was the up and down game. And Patrice laughed so hard that he fell on the floor, and it was a legit laugh. Like, he didn't fake a laugh. So the few moments I had with him, that was one. Once in Brazil, we were laughing at our friend trying to speak Portuguese, and once when we were in his house and we saw Will Sylvance's feet. Those are three of the biggest laughs I've ever had in my life.
There's a reveal, and then it's so funny that you like lose your minds.
Will Sylvance walked in, and he had like his feet both had terrible bunions, and me and Patrice laughed. It was like that. You can't. The type of laugh you can't describe. It was one of those things that's like, this is one of the greatest laughs I've ever had in my life in any set of circumstances. And I had three of those with him that were just like life-changing, memorable laughs. So those are probably my favorite moments.
Were you like one of the laughing kids in class? I was always getting in trouble. I miss that. Like, I miss when you're just like not supposed to be laughing. So I just pop into some funerals. I mean, look at that fat little cute Jimmy.
That photo.
Look how cute Jimmy.
That photo of two little piggies was taken in 2003.
I mean, literally, you could say one of these people died from diabetes complications, and we would not know who. I mean,
the photo negatives of the same person. That was Patrice and I at the CORE dinner, the one on the right where our faces are pushed together. The CORE is Congress of Racial Equality. It was Roy Innis ran it, and Manny, who was very politically minded from the Comedy Cellar, and Esty would take comedians every year. So one year Laura Bush was speaking. So that was the year, and Patrice came.
You just heard Bush. You're like, I'm there.
I'm like,
Jim likes it growing down to the knees, if you know what I'm talking about.
I do kind of. I didn't used to like
listen,
it.
I've been around you.
He was heckling Laura Bush. It was so embarrassing because she's talking. He's like, your husband's going to get us all killed. And people at the table were laughing, and I'm like, shut up. But yeah, that was a fun, and that was, I think, the one in the red is when we were shooting for HBO. In 2005, they gave a bunch of half hours, and I think that was one of our rehearsals. And that one with me, him, and Geraldo was in Chicago at the whatever the festival was.
Did you think you'd be the last of the Mohegans?
I mean, let's be honest. Geraldo was doing drugs, and Patrice was 800 pounds, so yeah, I did. I mean. You act like I was standing there with I wasn't there with two runners. Yes, not that I'm healthy, but I knew AIDS kills you slower. I love that picture too. I remember that. It was whatever the Just for Laughs in Chicago. Geraldo was late. I think his plane was late coming in from LaGuardia, and that bottom left one was me, him, and Kevin at that was what is the Village Underground now. There was some kind of a party or something there. And I know the date because of my shirt. I used to wear those really weird, awful shirts. It was like 2002, I think.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And Caroline's. The other picture was from Caroline's.
That was them roasting me in 2003.
Oh,
that was the Jim Norton roast in 2003.
And then Caroline's went out of business right after.
Right afterwards. You're like,
we reached our peak. We can't do better than this.
Yeah, Jeff Ross went to the Comedy Central and did it. I'm like, no, we'll do it at Caroline. I really am. I'm a no instinct idiot.
Do you remember a roast joke about you that stung really hard, or that was the best, one of the better?
I don't think any of them have stung.
Yeah,
I mean, I loved my friends killing me.
It's so fun. It's the best thing
I always loved it. Let me think if there's any about me. My favorite roast joke of all time. It was nothing to do. It was Colin when he was on the Stern Show and they were roasting Boy Gary. And Colin said, you're either Gary Dell'Abate, his producer. Okay. And Colin said, you're either a very ugly man or a very handsome fish. And it's my favorite thing anybody's ever said at a roast. I mean, it's a very handsome fish. About me, I'm sure there's one. I've watched those back too. I don't remember. I can't think of any offhand about me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I always enjoy them.
No, I know
the meaner, the better.
I know. It's so fun.
Love it.
It's so fun. Now on Kill Tony, does that feel like it's like a renaissance of roast for you?
It's fun, yeah. Like I'm never too. I love that photo of Patrice and Otto. That was Vegas when we did. It was like 2007. Otto is very underrated too, by the way. He's a guy people don't talk about anymore. Of Otto and George. I wish they did. Kill Tony's fun, man. I'm literally after I leave LA, I'm just stopping there for one night to do it. I can't be really mean to the new comics. I can tease them a little bit. But I never want to try to make somebody feel like they have no shot.
Right, yeah.
Because you never know. I was awful my first 3 years. I sucked. So
first 3?
What's that?
What are you, 2 years in.
I mean, the fact that my arms are folded and I'm saying like, sit down for a nuclear shock, folks. You're right. I really did deliver that like it was going to be the surprise of all reveals. And people are like, well, yeah, of course you did. It's right. If you've 36 years and you've still only banged your head on mediocrity. It's a great point.
No, I opened for you at such a good time too because I was so new. It was like really, it was the best going on the road with you.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was so fun because I was so scared. The first time I opened for you, I was like so kind of like scared of the audience. And then you fired me as the opener and made me the host. And
Did I?
Yeah, but you said it wasn't you, but I believe.
But what club was it?
Bombing. It was Caroline's. I was bad.
Then it probably wasn't me. It was probably the
But also,
club.
I wasn't ready or whatever. But I got good that weekend.
Yeah.
Like I got good at it because it was like I was like, oh, I'm being like timid and scared, and then I learned to just be like, I'm roasty, they're roasty. Like my audience is gonna be like me.
Yeah, you were always funny. That was probably a Caroline's move, though. I don't remember the weekend. Yeah, I don't remember it. I mean, I'm sure it was the right move, but I don't remember.
It was the right move. It definitely was. I was like, oh, I can do less time bombing, less time suffering on stage. It's great.
No, you were fun to be on the road with, though, because you're funny. You were always funny.
So fun, just talking shit.
Yeah. It's nice being with somebody, you're not worried you're going to say something that they're going to be like, whoa, hey.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Being on the road with people, the most important thing is this a fun person? Yeah, they have to get laughs, but there's a lot of funny people. Is this a fun person to sit there and just have lunch with and to talk with and to talk about the gig with? Like, you want someone who you can have a conversation with who's an easy hang, because being on the road with people who are too much to themselves sucks, because then you're just by yourself.
Right. I know. Sometimes, though, like sometimes headlining, I just feel sometimes I don't want to bring anyone. I had really fun local features this weekend in Dallas and Fort Worth that were so fun. I was like, oh, this is a treat, because I've been just getting local people recently, and sometimes I don't really get to know them at all. I mean, sometimes I'm just like working.
It's different when we're going into a city by yourself and you know, like, hey, I'm not gonna have to pay for anyone's hotel or flight this week because the money's not. It's a low. Sometimes it's just a logistics thing.
Who's some of the comics that helped you out when you were starting?
Guys that helped me when I was starting: Bob Levy, Jim Florentine, who is still one of my closest friends.
I love Florentine.
There was so many guys back then. Phil Selman was a guy who booked me on a lot of shows. Phil would work with me once in a while. There was so many because I didn't drink, so I would go, like Otto never drove a car, so I would go from New Jersey all the way up to Queens, pick him up, drive all the way back through New Jersey, go to Delaware, because I would drive. So guys liked me because they would get home alive. I was sober.
Totally, yeah.
And Bob Levy would funnel in alcohol.
I know.
You know what I mean? So Bob didn't want to hit a pole on the way home.
I know.
So I'd be like, Norton, I need you. So I would do a gig with Bobby. But those guys helped me a lot. They were very good to me. My first 5 years in New Jersey,
I do feel like sometimes people don't. You not knowing how to spell Levy is so wild.
Yes. Levy, Bobby Levy. Yeah, I love Bob Levy. He's very good to me, and he's a guy who does a lot of crowd work, and he's really fast and really dirty and impossible to follow.
Right.
When I started selling well, he's like, I want to go on. I want to work with. I'm like, I can't. I'll never follow you.
Yeah. You could.
Nah, maybe.
I like that challenge, but there are sometimes. I had an opener in. I wish I could remember his name. He was so good. And I went to this tiny club in Columbus that was so cute. I'm like, I almost want to do just like 15 shows there. I mean, it's like this tiny little room.
Yeah.
It's just cool. The people that run it are just so sweet. It was just so fun. But this guy that went on in front of me, I'll have to find out his name so I can put it in here. He crushed so hard that I wanted to be like, can you chill, dude? Like, relax a little up there. He was so funny.
Yeah, there's always a thought of that, but as time goes on and you have people that know who you are, they're coming to see you.
Of course, yeah.
I don't really worry about that anymore. But once in a while, you'll see somebody who goes on and murders. You're like, wow, all right.
Well, I never know. Like, there was a time where when I was on my other podcast, it was like the whole audience knew exactly who I was, and now it's like half and half.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more my fans, but it's kind of fun. It's like exciting.
Yeah, it sucks if they paper the room and the guy is some local hack who kills.
And he crushes doing nonsense.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
But doing a papered room's fun though, because you're like, these are like all people. It's like when I was a waitress and I was actually a very terrible waitress and I would bring like the wrong food. If I could still get a good tip on that, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it's one.
Somebody, I'm funny. I'm good.
And then, doing the cellar every night. I mean, that's not a papered room, but I mean, none of them are there to see me.
Yeah.
My name's not even on the lineup.
Yeah.
I'm just, so if you're doing well with those strangers, these
Yeah,
people are
it's
the
fine.
same. It's the same thing.
I know, but it's like, when am I going to just allow myself to not worry about whether I'm funny or not?
See, I always say, when am I going to not need the room papered?
I'd like more paper in my wallet and not in the.
Yeah. It's
Oh my God. And then you
humiliating.
look at them and you're like, God. And you just think about okay, because I learned this from you too. You're so sweet to people that are not into you in the audience. There was a couple when we were in New Brunswick who just came to a show. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't know what they were going to see. And you are so, you were being hilarious about it, but you were being so nice to them. So you're like, listen, I understand.
I'm not for everyone. Yeah.
But then you do think about it, these people that are just like, oh, I got this email about free tickets an hour ago. Why don't we go see a show? And they come and I'm up there talking about squirting or whatever. And it's just, or they bring their family and they have no clue.
Some people, there's a difference between somebody interfering with the show and heckling you and being a jerk off. You have to deal with them harshly. But somebody who just came to a show, I was at the Improv here years ago, and I was having such a good set, but there were these two people in the front that were just lumps. And I said something to them about it, but they're like, no, they were in the wrong show. They came into mine instead of the other. So they were being very disappointed. You know what I mean? I'm talking about dicks. And I know what I do on stage.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm surprised anyone comes. So if someone who doesn't mean to come, I have empathy for.
Yeah.
It's a rough ride.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is that how you feel sexually too? They don't mean to come?
They never
They're
do.
trying not to the whole time, oh.
They don't have to try not to. It's not a big effort.
Are you here plugging anything? Are you doing anything? Or just on the road?
When does this come out?
Comes out on Thursday.
Oh, this week. Okay. Yeah. So tonight I'm in Bakersfield, 2 shows. Friday I'm in Vegas. Saturday I'm in Vegas. And then I'm away for a while for 6 weeks. And then I just come back and do gigs.
What
on my
are you
podcast.
Doing?
I'm overseas with Louie. We're doing gigs.
Oh,
it's
that's
nice.
so fun. I know you're going overseas.
And I love him, and it's weird.
I love going on the road with Louie. It's so fun.
I haven't done radio for a year, so doing my podcast, which I would love, I should promote that, I guess, is fun to do. I like doing that a lot, and I have more time to do all this other shit. I was never able to go on the road like that at one point.
Yeah.
Are there more dates up? I don't even know my own. Austin, the mothership, and you can scroll down just a little bit. There's other ones. Andiamo. Warren, Michigan, Point Pleasant, New Jersey. All this stuff went up. I didn't even realize it. Okay.
That's so funny. Uncle Vinny's is hilarious.
I love that room.
I love going there. I love it. Those guys. It's just so fun. I think being from Philly, when I come around, I'm like, guys, some people are like, oh, they'll say something about the room. I'm like, it's the best. It's exactly, I'm built for this.
It's a tremendous club. The energy is tremendous.
Yep.
The crowds are great there.
Excellent.
It's a perfectly set up room. And my pets from my dad texted me today about wanting to come. But it's a smaller room. It's a couple hundred seats. And I'm like, I don't want to look and make eye contact with my family. I'll have to seat them somewhere else.
My mom came to that gig with one of her friends. And my mom's gotten so old that her friends they're just old ladies now. And so they're sitting there, and I went up to before the show, because my mom always comes so early, and it's help parking and stuff. I'm like, oh my God. I keep trying to tell her I can't help you on that. I'm so busy.
Yeah.
But so she's sitting there, and I came over to, just to say hi to them, and I overheard a friend. And yes, my daughter was gang. And my mom was going, oh. My mom was just about to be like, my daughter was jerked off on by your teacher. It's they're proud of it now.
Yeah, but the gang one
and
is...
I just went, oh, well, I'm Annie. Nice to meet you. It was just so funny, walking in on them talking about their daughters.
Yeah, that's a rough one. And I hope your mom said it first, because you can't follow gang with social studies teacher blew one on my spine.
She tries. Well, I guess hers is gets talked about a lot publicly.
Do you think the teacher that you've talked about, and you've gone in depth about it, do you think he's scared that you're going to publicly name him?
Yes, I hope so. Oh, I
do people know who he is?
So I got to respond to a DM because someone was like, you need to confirm this person's name because I guess he's getting back into the communities or whatever. But I looked him up. He's an artist. I looked him up on YouTube, and he had one video of him blowing glass, and there was one comment on it. It just said pervert, and I was like, okay. And then I guess he was trying to work with troubled youth again in another state. And someone was like, we heard you on Marin, and we we figured out who you're talking about. And so I'm like inadvertently blocking him from other kids.
Have you said confirm with them like yes that's him?
With them I did. Yeah, it's tough because it's like I don't want to. I mean, even though there was like a court case and everything, I don't know what happened with the settlement and everything because my parents settled. Thank you guys.
So you wouldn't get sued for saying that. I'm sure. I'm not saying you should say his name. I'm saying like you wouldn't get sued for confirming.
I'm like afraid. There's still a part of me that feels like a kid at a school. Like I still feel like I'm the kid and they're the adults.
Do you have any affection for him as a person, or do you hate him?
No,
like empathy.
I don't think it's like hate. I think he's like a troubled, weird.
Yeah.
Like obviously has mental and emotional problems. So I don't. It's not like hate. I think he's like up to no good, and I think he's still wandering around trying to get away with doing up to no good. So that I don't like.
By the way, the fact that I asked you that question in this posture, with my hands on my knees, like an important and yet insightful question.
I wish you were on your knees when you asked me, to be honest.
You and me both getting spanked. Naughty boy asks poignant question that makes a comer on his own leg.
Randy gets a boner when you start talking about it, and then you stop. His boner goes down. It's the up and down game all over again.
Randy, you tuning son of a bitch.
He's doing it for Patrice. No, I was talking to this. I get really bad cluster headaches, which are like every few years. And this last time I had them, I started seeing, none of the doctors can help. So I started seeing like a spiritual advisor about it. And I was like talking to him, and it felt like it was just like stuff I had to heal. And talking through him, I kind of came up with this thought process where I almost feel bad for my teacher, because I have created this. Okay, so if I've come to this earth with these lessons I need to learn, in my story, for me to learn these lessons, he has to, in this life, be a weird, gross pedophile. So I actually feel bad for him that I have created him into this so I can live out this thing. Whatever you can do to get through it, you know?
Yeah, I guess so.
But do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
You look at it, yes, it sounds like it's a... What's that main character thing where like
if this is my story, this is my life, this is my movie.
Right.
I've cast him, and he is
as a lesson teacher to do things that hurt you that you learn from.
In his main character story, he is a pedophile.
Well, in his main character story, he's a misunderstood gentleman who has certain proclivities and makes the mistake of enacting them with people who are going to be very loudmouth comedians someday.
The way he picked the wrong one. But even when he was doing it in my head, I was like, he can't be doing this. He knows it's me. Like, I remember when he was like, because he was like sitting, he was drawing me, and he was sitting on the back of my leg. And he starts like, I'm like, what is going? This man, me? I kept thinking, there's no way he's doing this. He's just drawing rigorously. Yeah. I was like, he's just really getting in there.
He's coloring something in.
He's shading. And then it ended up being very white and almost clear, the painting or the drawing. But I was like, I just kept thinking, I'm obviously gonna like go tell the truth. I'm like the person that tells the truth. That's like, you know. And then he got popped pretty quick. He got a couple weeks where I was like deciding
what to do. Did he ever talk to you about it?
No, he was like denying. He was just being the worst. He was the worst. I never liked him either. I wasn't like.
You liked his wife, right? You were friends with her.
Yeah, I was like friends with him.
Do you think she knew or no?
Oh yeah.
Oh okay.
Yeah, I think they were like. I think maybe she didn't know he was going to do stuff like when she wasn't there.
Right.
She was out of town when he did.
Oh, it was just you. Okay.
But I saw her like a couple years after the court trial and everything, and she was like on the campus of Temple, and she was like a white lady with dreads. So she's like really noticeable, like short lady with like her dreads were like heavier than her body.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just was like, it's so funny if you think about like she had like little things in them. She just had little passes. They're just all from their marks. She had like a little pacifier or like a mood ring from another girl. But I saw her, and she was. I would say she was as equally scared of me as I was of her. And I think I've learned like I do wield a lot of power as a person who enjoys authenticity. Yeah. Which I never really realized. But yeah, no, I don't. I think I looked her up on Facebook, and she's like following a guru now.
Oh, okay. She's still with him?
No.
Oh.
I think they got divorced pretty quick.
Okay.
After that, it's a little embarrassing. It's hard to get by. Or you got to wait for them to really do a little. What was her name? The Busy Phillips or whatever. Who was the one girl that dated
Danny Masterson?
Danny Masterson.
It wasn't Busy Phillips. It was Bijou.
Bijou,
I think. Oh yeah, I don't know if she divorced him because she doesn't love him or she knows she has to
like,
get
all right,
or money wise. They'll go after if they're divorced. They can't go after it. Or maybe she's just like, look, I love you, but you're gonna be in jail for 30 years. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I always have like the thought of like doing more about what happened. That's a little bit more exposing, but.
Yeah, what do you do if you're her and even if you love him and believe him, if he's gonna be there for 30 years? You're like, what do you, is this like you from your 40s to your 70s? You're not supposed to.
But it's just like, do you believe him? She probably has some little finger bruises around.
Oh, yeah, you wonder.
Probably got a couple. Okay.
Oh, this was a lot of fun.
It was so fun. I'm glad we were wrapping it up and then we decided to unwrap the thought of my high school.
Well, we deep dive sometimes. It's what we do. We're friends. Yeah.
So did he. No, he never got in. He stayed on the surface. It was very surface level with me.
Yeah, but still, it's not good.
It was good. It made me a comic.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
Yeah.
You probably would have been one anyway, though.
What's that?
What else were you going to do?
Yeah, what else was I going to do? I was going to be like a special ed teacher, which feels adjacent.
Yeah, it does.
Feels similar.
Yeah. It's the same people.
Same thing.
Same methods of getting their attention.
Yes. All right. Well, I love you. Go
I love
see
you
Jimmy
too,
on
Annie.
tour. He's one of the greats.
Thank you.
I'm so always happy to see you.
Me too. I'm always glad when we can connect.
Mean.
Yes.
All right, guys.